What's up, guys, and welcome to the full game version of the Stanley Parable. Got this game yesterday night, and I was planning on doing a Let's Play when I got home from work, but I never got around to it. But we're gonna play it now. So here we go. Start the game. End is never. And so, like, I think I've been looking forward to finally getting the full version, so I could. Seems like really fun. Oh, Batman.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
What with the name?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
He had the name.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation.
Nobody.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, getting started.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Jeffrey?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Diana.
trace of his co-workers.
George? Nobody's here! Where'd they all go? Oops. Sorry, George. I accidentally stopped your download. Show you to download pornography at work. Sick French. Here's his foreign exchange for work. His name is George. George Dukaka. Jesus, nobody's here. Elise? David? Nobody? Hello? You know what? It's almost lunchtime. I bet you they're all on break.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so for this first one, we're gonna just follow the story. Alright, so we're gonna go through the left. Even though I want really bad to just be like, no, screw you, in the right. Alright, so we're gonna follow the story. Ooh. A leaf with dew on it. Dew. Mountains. Ocean views. Such generic pictures.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
RSOF02? Okay. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Show the slide. Everyone is unique. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Especially you. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Rate at which charts on the same chart depict the same information. Wow. Rate of increases in graphs per slide. Please show our charts, please. I'm begging.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Really? Because it kind of sounds like you hate me a little. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Mike James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Synergize core value, expenditures, shift, optimize free to play. Wait, Montanize free to play. They were onto it back then. Push for fun news. Get Chris out of the broom closet. I'm not in the broom closet! Am I? Is my room a broom closet? I might be in a broom closet, guys! Everything I know is a lie! Let's just keep playing the game. My whole world has just been shattered.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Sure. I'm still coming to terms with living in a broom closet. I never would have guessed. Executive bathroom. So fancy. Let me in. Aww. I'll bet it was so fancy too. Bet you wiped your butt with a dollar bill.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
He's an alcoholic?
So the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Clever, I see what you're doing there. But I think his real secret is that he's an alcoholic. Based on by how much Chianti he has right here.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh yeah? I'll show you. Watch this. 2639.
2845.
2895?
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Yay! Alright. Red button! I love red buttons! They're my favorite kind of buttons! Red button. You know, this may not be the best time to say this, but whenever I step into an actual elevator, I can always look directly down into the shaft of the elevator, and I can see all the way down to the ground floor, and it just kind of freaks me out. It's just kind of like, wow, I'm really high up. But this is just kind of like, it's so far down, I can't see shit. Hello, the button! Time to be pressed. Lights! Oh no! I'm caged in! Oh, wait. It's just a normal elevator. Okay. Loading. Try saying loading. Loading. Oh, God.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, good. I've got too many questions to go unanswered. For instance, 1. Am I actually living in a broom closet? I don't know anymore.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Maybe it's some kind of sick joke? Escape! Oldest joke in the book. Actually, ever since... Ooh! If this were a horror game, that would scare the shit out of me. Hello, camera. Hi, boss. I know I'm probably fired after this. A light bulb. And the Lord said, "Let there be light."
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Can't
have the strength
be.
to find out.
It can't be. It's the room from the Dark Knight. Echolocation. Using every cell phone in Gotham as a something or another. Those are tiny screens. Employee observation. Showtime!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Not that one.
coworkers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one over there is just writing. Oh. Hey, where's my number? Oh, hey, somebody got fired. Lucky. Get your free will back.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Or wait, was I 247 or 427? I think I was 427. Either way, there it is, or there it is. I don't remember.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No longer shall ye control other people's minds. I'm tempted, but nah. But maybe I should. But then again, it's not it's people's minds. But then again, an army of, you know, practically brain dead people at my disposal. Yeah, never mind. I should just shut it off. It got real dark real quick. I can't see a damn thing. Hello?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm pretty sure that's the only option.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
You could tell at a smile. Okay, so that was fun. End is never the end, is loading never. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro into this walkthrough series. It's probably going to be about 3 or 4 episodes of this, because there are quite a few endings, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this one out there. I got some stuff I got to run out of time to do today, so this is all I'm going to be able to get done for today. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can leave a like, leave a comment if you want, and if you want to, you can hit that subscribe button. It helps me out. And so that's, like I said, that's it for this one, and I'll have more up soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.